Welcome to another segment of Prison Chronicles where we come together every day, every week, and talk about our stories in prison. We're raw and uncut. And remember, if this is your first time tuning in, make sure you comment first time and we'll greet you personally. Make sure you share and go to YouTube under De Niro Cook, even under Prison Chronicles TV, and type in, and make sure you press the like and share button, because there is no us without you. We interview, this is a therapeutic platform that has we that come to know, and we interview males and females that have gone to prison, mates that have lost their spouse to prison, kids that have lost their parents to prison, and ex-officers too. So at the same time, make sure you like and share, because there's no us without you and there's never too late. We're gonna kick this off just like this, letting these guys go down the line, introduce yourselves, let us know how much time you did, and the age you went in as your incarceration. And when I ask questions, y'all don't have to go down the line of answering. We're just gonna flow as we did behind the gates.
All right, my name is Tyrone Cooper. I got incarcerated at the age of 16 years old. Just another kid running around trying to find his way. Ended up doing 15 and a half years in the penitentiary, the same amount of time that I had walked this earth was the same amount of time that I had did in prison before I got out.
That's how I did it too.
Right.
Went down to 18, did 18.
Right.
I was 18.
Right. Not only that, but I was a first time felon. We're gonna throw that out there too, since that's a hot political topic. We're gonna set that on the table. I'm gonna pass the mic.
Peace and blessings. My name is John Webb. When you say how old were you when you first got locked up, I have to make reference to training school times, I guess. First getting incarcerated, being in a cell, experiencing a cell. I would say like 12.
But how old was you when you went to prison?
I was 17 when I arrived at prison.
Yeah.
But I hit the county at 16.
And how much time you do?
I did 8 years. My first time, I have like 12 years in the Arkansas Department of Corrections, invested in Arkansas Department of Corrections.
Theodore Huffman. I did 7 years. I went in when I was 18. I was actually in the military when I went to prison. And yeah, I did 7 years straight, and I hadn't been back since.
How old was you when you went down?
18.
18.
18 years old.
My name is Quan Ingram. I got locked up 10 days after my 19th birthday. I got locked up in 1998. I'm 42 right now. I did 15 years and 4 months for aggravated robbery and second-degree murder. And it was a learning experience that you cannot trade for nothing in this world, but it's something that it'll make you or it'll break you. It's all on you.
All right, we're gonna kick this thing out here by asking this question here, and feel free to just answer it as it comes. But if you can recollect your first experience, your first night in prison. I know we heard the stories, and everybody tell you how to get prepared for it, but it ain't no preparation nobody else can give you. But try to speak on how your first day was. If you
I want to go back to a little further. I want to say the first cultural shock of being processed into the Department of Corrections. You know what I'm saying? Because, they're going to have you in there butt bookie naked walking around next to him, John, Harry, and whoever else, you know what I'm saying? Y'all just getting herded around, walking in straight lines, just bodies. Yes, bodies to them, but at the same time, them uncles, brothers, sons, you know what I'm saying? What about that part, though? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For me, it wasn't a shock because I had been to the military. I played sports all my life, so the initial thing was like, okay, we coming in here, we shouldn't shook down, we all naked. They treating us like cattle. So it wasn't a shock because I've seen it, I've heard about it, I've had relatives and friends go in, and it wasn't a shock to me. And if people would look and see that prison, military, school, all of it is set up the same. So mentally, I was already prepared for it. So, you know, when I first went in, I think the one thing that I wasn't prepared for was I wasn't in the gang. You know, I grew up around Crips, Bloods, Vice Lords, folks, everything. But I knew a lot of different people. I wasn't ready for the part where I was by myself. When I first went into the barracks, I ain't had no homies and I ain't know nobody in there. So it was just like, okay, I know I gotta handle myself a certain way because ain't nobody in here to show me. So that was the biggest culture shock for me.
It was a major culture shock for me coming from a single mother home. I was only raised by my mother and my grandmother. My mother had a relationship with my stepfather for a little while, but you know, it wasn't nothing that would cause an influence that would have him to be able to reach out and grab me and set me a tone and on the right path. You know what I'm saying? So when I came to the penitentiary, being raised by a lot of women all my life, you know what I'm saying, and not having no real strong image of or idea of what a man is, it really kind of tripped me out because now I'm surrounded by the most savage of men. I'm not gonna sugarcoat none of this shit. Check this out, man. The penitentiary is fucked up. Complete. Don't think for 1 minute that just because you have some strong brothers that come up out of that situation, that it's lovely. You gonna lose. I lost my mother, my grandmother, my stepfather, 2 brothers.
And not just that, you lose a family.
I'm losing. They drop off.
Prison,
you got other people. You got other people just like these guys that's gonna be catching time right along with you, and you got folks that's gonna be down there, that's been down there, that will never leave. That's gonna try to prey on you. They're gonna try to prey on you mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. You know what I'm saying? Hey, the devil comes in so many different shapes, forms, and sizes. The police in that mug is the freaking devil. You know what I'm saying? From the chaplain, you going to cry to him, he laughing with the warden about what you're going through.
Yeah, you're right about
There's
that.
no fucking love out here.
Period.
And when you fucking go home to absolutely nothing, guess what you got waiting on you? Nothing. No one. There's no fucking love. If you don't have a stable family, a stable ground to stand on, it's over with. Don't nobody give a fuck if you get fed.
Recidivism rate?
Hey, I mean, they don't give a fuck if you get fed. Not even going back. You can try to live a smooth life. You're going, they don't give a fuck about that shit.
Period.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why it's up to us.
These beautiful.
It's up to us right now to come up with something. And at the same time, with y'all people here, I'm gonna send y'all something if y'all available.
These beautiful women.
But check this out.
Go ahead.
We're gonna break that down.
Go ahead.
Tell us about your first night in there, if you can recollect your first experience.
Bring it around.
I just gotta be
Playing
brutally
shit.
honest as well. I won't, be as in depth. We definitely need that depth to this.
For
you
sure.
know what I'm saying? Because this
the reality.
that's the reality. I like I say, I think I was orientated for prison early on in life. Like I actually can be, when I say brutally honest, I'm gonna say I looked forward to the event of prison.
Yeah.
My big brothers went. I'm talking about it's generational. My uncles went. So I seen nothing but the chaos in my environment every day. Yeah. I look forward to my day to show up at Varna.
Yeah.
I'm just being real with you.
That's crazy.
We were built for that.
Since I was, like I say, I started at 12.
In condition. Yeah.
And
we were built for that
I
shit.
look forward to it. I didn't. When I went to school, I didn't go to tell my teacher when they asked me what did I want to be. I wanted to be an architect, or I wanted to be a teacher. I wanted to be a gangster.
We couldn't see that far. It's all
I
we saw.
wanted to be a gangster. I'm just being honest. My mama, like I was having a conversation with the brother outside. I don't blame none of them folks for what I did. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It was hard. My situation was hard, but I could have made a choice to do something different. I chose to be a blood. I chose to go pick up the sack. I chose to pick up the pistol.
Yeah.
And as a result of those actions, I went to prison.
Yeah.
You know, the judge don't look at all of this, the circumstances that led up to me doing a robbery or a murder.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
He
all they
don't
looking
care
at
about
is,
that.
all they
They don't
looking
give a
at
fuck
is a
about that.
robbery and a murder.
They don't give a fuck about
because
that.
You
This is what happened.
you went out and you did something to somebody that was innocent, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
They're part of the program.
my first night in prison, to answer your question, I was at home basically. 'Cause
Right.
everybody in the
Right.
prison had been to training school.
And they
Everybody
knew
that was
you.
in the jail had come up
That's
with
right.
me throughout the
right.
facilities that I was in as a
That's
youngster.
right. That's
So
right.
it was like I was at home.
Yeah, the
and we
homies.
smoked dope and we did what we did.
Yeah.
For sure.
So, you
And
know.
we're going to get down there, but we got
Yeah.
somebody on the panel right now want to speak. Can you look into the cameras, the primary cameras, brother? State your name.
All right, my name Roger Hill, known as Ace. You know, I've been through the ADC as well. I first went in 2000. I was 22 years old. Did about 13 my first bid. So what I want to ask you guys is something that I get asked all the time.
Go ahead.
When you get out, you got people who've never been to prison. All they know is what's on TV.
Right.
And
I got
it's
something to speak on that.
it's so many myths of what prison is actually like.
Yes.
I want y'all to break it down and show the biggest misconception between real prison and TV prison.
Allow me to answer that first. Allow me to answer that first. The biggest misconception about prison is that y'all think that every son bitch down there is gay and a motherfucker.
Man, I was just talking about this.
It is not like that. It is so many more faggots out here than it is in the penitentiary.
That's real shit.
Everybody do not go with the gay shit.
No.
Okay? Straight up. You know what I'm saying? That's the biggest misconception. And hold on, the second one is thinking that all we do is push-ups and eat ramen noodles every goddamn day. That's the second one that I gotta give y'all. Please, y'all.
I'm gonna say it's just the one I've been stressing from the longest since the beginning of the show. Every movie you see, it's gonna speak on this terminology. Don't drop the soap. First of all, this real here. All us in the shower, and you sit over here with a dick, with a hard dick. You finna get your
about to
head
get
bust,
stomped
player.
out in that motherfucker.
You ain't got no business sitting here with no hard dicks. And then at the
mean?
same time, y'all all human. Y'all know the ass got the most contracted. And the tightest muscles on your human body. So how the hell dude gonna drop this soap and this dude over here did get on hard instantly and he running him? That ain't happening,
It
man.
don't
And
make no
ain't
sense.
nobody finna let that happen in no shower.
I have not ever seen no one
you
get
ain't never
raped.
seen nobody get raped
I
in
ain't
no
never
shower.
seen nobody get raped.
I mean, it's
in the
happening.
shower,
You know, they
hell
go,
no.
yeah,
I ain't never
not-
seen that
not
go
in the
down
group,
in
not in the
shower.
gang shower.
In my no.
So my biggest thing is this. In my head, if I went to prison, the stories, the TV and all that, it's like you say, all the gangs gonna ride down on you, gonna get raped
that
and
good
all
extra
that.
shit, yeah.
I found out that the guards is the first ones who make you a victim.
You sure
The
right.
first thing they're gonna do is humiliate you. Strip you
sure
butt
right.
naked in front of women, men you don't know, stand you in the middle of the room. You know, they're gonna
Spread your cheeks.
dehumanize you.
Right.
Spread
So,
up.
so the people who I was looking for to be the victim to prey on me ain't who it was.
Right.
It wasn't the inmates.
right.
It was the
Y'all
guards, and that's
trying
one
to
of
create
the
prey.
main things.
Yeah, they're trying to create prey.
I would like to go even deeper. Like I would like to say, with all of that, like for people to not realize that after coming out of that situation, like you perceive us to not be able to change, capable of change.
That's why
That's
do
even
not
in
give
there.
you the percent.
That's even in
Yeah,
there. That's why I think about it.
Right.
Look how
That's
many
the
times they
biggest
deny
thing.
us.
That's the
Hey.
biggest thing. That's
How you gonna have a change without a chance?
They
That's
do
what I'm
not
saying.
give you
Like,
the
that's the
opportunity
biggest,
or
like, that's,
possibility of change.
you put me in a
growth.
box when
Yeah.
I get home that I can't develop and become greater than what I was.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I can't now.
It's
I can't
like
fit
they
in. I
dare
think
you
that's
to
the
be
biggest thing.
successful after your experience.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey, how y'all doing, man? My name is Cedric L. Terry,
up, bro?
but you can call me Coop. You know, I experienced the same thing around about when I was 21. Now, when I grew up, I didn't see that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
My mom wanted me to be an engineer.
Oh,
You hear me?
good woman.
I mean, yeah, good woman, good father. You know, they still together.
Oh,
You know what I'm
praise
saying?
God.
But I didn't find
Praise
out until
God.
I was
Love
about
her.
18 that my father did federal time.
Oh,
You know what I'm saying? So it was in the
Confirmation.
house,
Yeah.
but it was hidden.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But
Good family.
it was hidden in me too.
right.
You feel me? So
Right.
when I got out and I started being adventurous, because I didn't want to do the study things like I
Right.
could.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? That's when I got gravitated towards the excitement of the street.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
not
So
hard.
when I got to the penitentiary, was I looking for? I was kind of like vibing off what everybody told me.
Right.
But at the same time, you have to have your own experience.
Yes.
But me being me, the man I am, I make my own decisions. You know what I'm saying? And I carry my own water.
That's the way you
You
go.
feel what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
So me being down there wasn't just experience, it was a hell of a learning lesson.
Yes.
Now
you-
did I go in feeling fearful? Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Did I go in angry? Hell yeah, because I was wrong. That's a different story.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? But to make a long story short, to let y'all guys get back to what y'all talking about, because I'm learning from y'all also. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to share my story like this. Man, when I went down there, man, my eyes was open. I was, you know what I'm saying, senses was popping. You feel what I'm saying? When my first day there, I got in a class 1 berry. I think I was in Brick. It was clean. You know what I'm saying? But
You were lucky.
You say well, you say lucky, but nah, let me tell you the story though. You know what I'm saying? This is I'm gonna say my first week, or my first week was in clean bed. My second week was, you know what I'm saying, welcome. You feel what I'm saying? So my first one was I didn't get a mat. Y'all know how it go. You wait. I got a rack, but no mat. It's metal. But you know what I'm saying? This is my area. This is my space. You know what I'm saying? Now, I know enough when I walk in not to disrespect, and I don't want to get disrespected.
Right.
I know how I am. I'm never for being disrespected.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? So, I'm sitting on my rack in my space, people watching, you know what I'm saying? Now, they mind their business, but they paying attention. You know what I'm saying? So I get up, I check, see if I need a mat. Can I get a mat? They checking, but I gotta wait. Everybody sleeps, so I'm playing chess. As I watch, you hear the conversation. This makes the tension. Shit, I'd rather sit on the toilet than lay on a motherfucking cold steel. You hear me?
Yeah.
Now those arrows,
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah. they
those
throwing
I
camera
caught
shots.
it. I did catch
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
You hear me?
Yeah.
But
Shots.
I'm 90 proof.
Right. That's the mind.
I'm 90 proof. Thank you.
That's their mind game.
Thank
shit.
you.
Yeah.
I'm 90 proof.
Yeah. That's their mind game.
That shit don't work on me.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna bite that, or I ain't gonna catch it, and it ain't gonna hit me. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But I'm green. You hear me? But I'm strong in the mind. You feel what I'm saying? So I took that as stay on your toes.
Right. They coming for you.
So, long story short, I get to class 4. Now, things a little different.
Situation.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody finesse a little different. They watch you, see what you got going on. You go to the store, too much, they coming. A little bit, you all right. You know what I'm saying? Plus, you know what I'm saying? You gonna eat it all or give a little away,
Yeah.
but you gonna share. But me, shit, I ain't have no fear. All you had to do is ask. I'll
Right.
share with you.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? I ain't got no problem. You know what I'm saying? But somebody takes something from me. You know what I'm saying?
It's a problem.
I'm 38 hot.
Yeah.
More than 38.
It's the
You know what I'm
principle of the
saying?
situation.
But at the same time, my brother right here, he said it best. When you don't have no guidance, you in there on your own. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got no homeboys, you make your own decisions.
Yeah.
Or you try to see who's gonna give you the best decision.
Right.
So I knew 2 people in there. One that was really against me out here in the world that wanted to get at me. You know what I'm saying? Another one I met.
But that
you-
changed
just
when you're in
genuine.
there.
Huh?
That changed when you're in there. You know
That's
somebody,
the change. Actually, what you're doing is you're finding out who you are.
and you find out who that person is.
And you
though.
find out
Then
who
you
that
cause
person
the beef
is.
you had out here, you realize, hey man, what would we be?
Thank you. You
Especially
hear
the
me?
hood stuff.
You hear me?
Yeah.
But when you
Man.
get in there, you know what I'm saying, you cling on to what you familiar with.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? And that's
Yeah.
what it was when he seen me, even though he wanted to get at me.
Yeah.
I came to him, but it was nothing. But that's not what the whispers were.
Right.
But that's a different story.
You gonna hear it.
But right now,
I'm finna get
right
on that.
now,
We can
we're
talk about
you know
that.
what I'm saying, friends.
Right.
You know what I'm saying,
Right.
more than friends with relatives.
In
But
Facebook,
anyway,
yeah.
let me find somebody to help us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm impatient, man. You hear me? I ain't gonna lie.
You ain't got no patience.
I'm impatient. I
Okay.
want what I want, and then I want back what I want.
Right now.
You feel what I'm saying? So
right now.
the way I'm acting right now, it wasn't. I ain't gonna say acting, expressing myself, because then I wasn't expressing myself. They seen it in my body language.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because
You was
when my
venting.
shit got hit, I went to the corner, I balled up, and I was mad. I was looking to see who's out. I knew who was the creepers. Y'all know what I'm talking about.
Somebody
Every
broke-
night.
Somebody broke your bar.
Huh?
My
Hell
brother-
yeah, they broke my car. Hell yeah. That's why I'm getting hell yeah, I'm mad about that shit. Because the motherfucker owe me.
And
You
whoever
feel what I'm
watching this,
saying?
whoever watching this,
And then I
and he was
damn
like,
near.
"Yo, dude, if you the one
Hell
broke a
yeah.
dude box, we still go."
You see what I'm saying? Hey, you feel what I'm saying? It's a different type of thing with me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You disrespecting me.
It's a
not
principle
it's the
about
principle.
the shit.
It's not the money, cause it's not the food. If you wanted the food, you could have asked me for the food. I want to know who took it. I want him, and I want to know who
Cookies
sent
and
you.
cakes,
And
man.
I'm serious
So,
about
hey,
that.
hold on,
let it go down.
hold on. How petty was the shit that they stole?
Man,
I mean, that don't even matter though, because that's our world though. I don't care if it's a cake, or a pack of coffee.
$100.
Shit, that don't even matter.
Is that is what the system has reduced you to.
Nah, it's not the
That's
shit.
your shit.
Yeah,
That's
you're
your
right.
shit.
I
Yeah,
can't
you're
right.
right.
I don't disagree because the system got you thinking like that
For
instead of
them
you
to
thinking for
reduce-
yourself.
Hey, for
you feel
them-
what? Because
for
we
you to
thinking for
think-
ourselves. We
for you-
help one another.
I ain't gonna
instead of
sit here
hurt
and
one
say the system got us like that, because at the same time, while we sitting on our rack like this, our mom and dad and brothers and sisters, all them working hard out here.
Right.
We sitting on our rack,
Right.
waiting for them to work hard and send us part of
Right.
that.
Say,
That's they shit.
Out of
Nigga,
my whole
shit.
14 and a half years, I ain't never broke up in nobody's box and stole no cookies and shit.
You
But
went
it's
home.
not about that.
But get what they saying.
I heard-
Okay, look at it like this.
Hear
You
what
got
I'm
$1 million.
Okay.
I put you in the jungle.
Okay.
You ain't no fucking millionaire. Where you gonna spend that shit at?
Yeah, money don't mean
Yeah,
nothing.
that's what I'm
I
saying. It's the
completely agree.
principle. Now, if you get a bag of oranges
Okay.
in the jungle, you rich, bro.
Okay. Now,
That's
at
the
the same
principle.
time,
We'll pull you
the
back on.
system got them other people in the jungle coming to get them motherfucking oranges from
Absolutely,
you.
absolutely.
So the system
Hey,
has
be
created
careful.
these
Watch
type
that
of
for
monsters.
That's an all system. It's like that.
Well, check it out, y'all. This
Oh,
brother got
okay.
something to say, man. Introduce yourself.
Please.
I'm Ivory Johnson. I did 14. I went to prison when I was 19 years old. I can't blame nobody but myself. I did what I wanted to do. I ran out from my mama's house.
Facts.
Been running the streets.
Real.
And the penitentiary wasn't nothing but the penitentiary gonna stop me.
Playground.
My thing is, I think my biggest culture shock when I got to prison was just seeing, like, people ain't the same people that they dudes that you see out here. When you see
Right.
them in prison, they
That's
gonna be
another
somebody
good
whole
one.
different when
Yeah.
he got 60 years. You hear me?
Yes.
He gonna be somebody
That's
whole
real.
different when he got 98 years on the 70% life sentence or something like that.
Yes.
So you gonna see dudes do a whole lot of stuff that you
360.
wouldn't even thought they were gonna do.
But what,
Right.
what about this statement here? You know, you hear a lot of people that ain't did the time that we did, and they say this stuff here. Man, if I was if I had that much time, man, I'd be. Man, you didn't try to escape, man. What you, nigga? You ain't gonna sit. You gonna sit right there with that
It's a
time.
couple of people it's a couple of
Everybody
that
say
slide
this
away
when they ain't in
every
the
now and
position.
then.
Nigga, you ain't gonna do
But
shit.
one thing for sure, when you out here doing anything, it's gonna catch up to you. The
They gotta
good stuff
play it,
come to an
They gotta
end,
play
and the
for
bad
it.
stuff sure gonna come to an end.
That's right.
So, I mean, like, people gotta understand, like, my biggest thing why I came here today, I wanted to say something to any of these young people out here, the young dudes out here, y'all out here killing kids.
Oh, yeah.
Stop killing kids, man. That's not killing.
That's
You know what I'm
bad.
saying?
That's
That's
outrageous.
cowardly, man.
That's genocide.
Even though it might have been an accident, it might have been on
that's so
purpose.
foul.
Stop killing kids, man, because
so
kids
foul.
ain't did nothing to you. If you a real killer, you gonna get who you go to get.
That's
you don't
right.
Get no innocent people. Innocent people
innocent.
that
The
don't go, man.
innocent.
You know,
That's
and then when
old
you get to
folks.
prison,
Yeah.
you're not gonna get no respect for that. You gonna get treated.
No.
You gonna get treated bad for real. Cause you killed the kid,
up.
man. You killed somebody that didn't even have nothing to do
Word
with it.
up.
And you gonna get your business because the police don't care about you. They know what our charge
And then
you got.
they-
They gonna make
yeah,
sure
that-
the inmates know
it-
what
it-
charge.
see
you
what
know,
you-
this
for
dude
sure.
killed
That's how we
little
gonna know what
girl,
charge you got.
And yeah, it's gonna be open season. Or you gonna have
they
to go
gonna
sit
treat
in
you
the
bad.
cell. You sure gonna have to do your time in the cell because you ain't gonna do no good in population.
So it's a double whammy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then
gonna
when you
get
sit in
whammy
that cell,
reports.
you got all this time, and then it's gonna hit you.
It's a double whammy.
Folks dying out here. You can't get out here. Your mama's sick.
That's
Your
when you
daddy's
hurt.
sick.
That's when the
Move.
pain
You know what I'm
set
saying?
in.
Your
That's-
baby mama ran off on you. What you
That-
gonna do? Sit in the cell.
With
You
your
got all
cousin.
the time. You can't
That's
do
how
nothing.
God
Lose,
calls
lose.
you
What
to
you gonna
count.
do, man?
Lose.
When it's so easy, man, it's so
Yeah.
easy to stay out here, man. To stay out here, I tell all my partners,
God
man, that I done
knows
been
how
to
to
the
make
joint
you
with.
hurt.
Man, come out here and work, man. Why wouldn't you come out here and work when you just sit in there and did umpteen years and work for free?
Work for
man?
free.
Work free.
Wow. I don't
Came home, body beat up.
I don't
You
get
ain't
it.
did nothing.
good
But you
years
come
of
out
life
here,
away.
you don't want to flip no burgers.
Yeah.
You ain't finna do that job because they don't pay too much. They trying to work you.
I
But
tell
you the first one at the door when they call host for our door. Standing
right.
up there,
Trying to be the
trying to go
best
out here and show
motherfucker
out for your
All
host,
state, man.
I
All
never
state
understood
too, man. Look,
Yeah,
y'all
the
all
first
state.
one out here trying to hear me.
I told my little brother, boy, you be the best
But you
inmate in
don't
the
wanna come out
penitentiary.
here. That's what I wanted to say, man.
Bottom line.
It don't work, man.
Hey, they go down there and try to prove their best to be that I'm the best, that I don't belong down here. Ain't
And
that
the
some
bottom
shit?
line
Yeah.
is you gonna do it for free.
Right.
You gonna
Hey,
do it for free.
You're
You
not
ain't
gonna
gonna
get
get
Why
that.
the hell you
nothing
get
out
down here
You're
to
not gonna get no financial.
Why the hell you want to show these
benefit,
folks
nothing.
that you don't belong down here?
Yeah.
Show me that. Why ain't you show your mama and your son kids in
show
here?
these folks,
You gonna
man,
show these
'cause
folks that you don't belong down
you
here.
gonna work,
Yeah.
you gonna work, you gonna do
I'm
something.
really a good guy and shit.
The best thing for a person to do is try to be self-employed.
Right,
Be
right.
self-employed.
Yes, I
You
like
don't
that,
working
sir.
for somebody else.
Bro,
Get your own.
Salute. Right. That's real.
You know, one of the things that while I'm sitting here listening to everybody, one of the things that stood out to me when I went to prison, because I knew how to fight. But my thing was, I'm not going to prison. I'm not fighting nobody. I'm gonna stay out of trouble. Hopefully, I get out. I had that optimism that if I stayed out of trouble, I'll get out. I didn't have, and the whole time I was there, I had no issues, which was the craziest thing ever. Like I fuck with everybody. I fuck with the Muslims. I fuck with the Christians. I fuck with the Bloods, the Crips, everybody. And that was weird for me. But the thing that I want to say was, everybody wasn't tough.
No.
Everybody in prison, everybody is tough. I'm seeing these big ass dudes getting knocked out by skinny dudes. I'm just
Yeah.
like, this big ass nigga been stunned this whole time.
You genetically big. I'm genetic.
Man, I was just like crazy. Some of the dudes, I was just like, I seen a dude, I think he was about 6'4".
Keep
About 6'4", about 300 pounds, man. I just knew this dude was a beast. And I seen this little bitty ass nigga dough his ass up, man. I'm just
Hey,
like,
kid, when you in the Barry, you remember that nigga Pitt?
yeah.
Like, you remember how I did that nigga? I'm talking about how you tell them niggas, say, man, hey, man, I'm gonna turn you to a whole ass nigga. Cause the way I do niggas, I'm talking about the way you do niggas, you shouldn't be expected to be done like this, especially
Right.
big like this. This nigga talking about he the full, he was the fullback. It had the pictures and everything for Barry Sanders and shit. I'm talking about if they was to pick a prison movie, he would be on there. I'm talking about he used to work out, tie the stuff around him.
Right.
Talking about he got the scratched up face, he done went through the windshield.
Yeah.
Talking about minutes. I'm talking about, look, man,
He
y'all
the
want to know
pedigree of a TV
Hold on, but check this out,
prison
y'all. We'll be right back after this short commercial break.
Hey, man, that's
Back after that short commercial break, and we're gonna continue to open this thing up and be what we be and do what we do, cause this is what we do. And remember to press that like and subscribe button and that share button. And remember, if you got any questions, any comments, you got anybody that want to be on the show, hit us up at 501-551-8489, and we're gonna get back to you. But check this out, y'all. I wanted to ask y'all this question here. And of course, going to prison, y'all know prison can make you angry, very angry.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But at the same time, you know, like I tell people all the time, prison got a violent overcurrent and a violent undercurrent. Yeah. And instead of everybody clashing, we mesh. But at the same time, of course, being angry and finding and noticing that we are some angry people in prison, not because we place there, because some people did stuff to, you know, saying to go into that. But I'm gonna speak on love. Did you learn to love in there, even in there versus being out here? Because I know
that's a good
I just want to give you something. I got an example.
when you reach a certain age,
you up now.
when you reach a certain age and point in prison, you know, you become more cognizant, remorseful, sorrowful.
Right.
That's when
Right.
you not just educate
That's why I
yourself,
got
but when
the
you
perfect
grow into that
example.
man. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah,
speak
that's
up.
why I got a perfect example. What's little Dennis' name that had seizures all the time? No, little short Dennis that had seizures all the time, worked in the laundry. Everybody used to always look out for him, because you remember he had seizures in the middle of the night. Used to fall out the bed when he had a bad seizure.
I know you're talking about last name.
Ain't no little Dennis with the
I ain't gonna
accent.
put the man out there like that here. He may not want folks to know he's got season.
Man,
Nigga got
I
life.
made
He
a
happy.
point,
We keeping
brother.
the name on
Yeah,
him.
speak on it,
Right.
man. Speak on
Any
it.
man,
Speak on it.
everybody know the man has seizures. You know, every bag he go to, he had them seizures so bad in the middle of the night while he be sleeping.
Yeah.
it'll throw him up out the bed. And he used to be busting his head and shit on the floor, you know what I'm saying?
Seizures,
so wherever he go, you know what I'm saying, peeping the bird with him, like, man, we gotta look out for Dennis, man, you know what I'm saying? You know, dude had them seizures, man. Don't let him fuck himself up in the middle of the night, you know what I'm saying? I don't care if you like him or not. But you know what I'm saying, out of the fact that,
sleeping by him,
you know what I'm saying, y'all look out for bro, you know what I'm saying?
Go ahead, man.
Yeah, we used to have to get on him and, you know, hold him down and everything.
Right.
Bro, get his leg, get his hands.
Hold him on the side.
He flopping, you know what I'm saying? Hold up, you know what I'm saying? So, with the passion side and the love like that, you know what I'm saying? We don't even know this guy.
That's a lot of love.
But you know what I'm saying? We done got to the point of being around him like, I don't know what he did. It's like he don't know what I did, but I know he don't deserve this, you know what I'm saying? I still help him out.
Hey, that's real.
Yeah,
That's real. That's real.
I can't give prison credit for anything. I ain't giving prison credit for anything that got to do with my development. That place ain't did nothing for me.
Okay.
I chose to do everything that I got in there. I chose to go get it.
Yeah,
as far as
that's a great
vocational
perspective.
skills or whatever it was, I had to get up and take the initiative to go do it. If you don't do it, you ain't gonna get it. Prison ain't got nothing to do with it. If you out here, it's gonna be the same thing.
Yep.
The place you at don't define the character of who the individual is.
That's right.
When did you come to that conclusion?
So it wasn't in prison. Like
long
I told
did it
you, when
take
I
for you
showed
to
up,
come
when
to
I
that
showed up,
conclusion?
when I showed up in prison, my mission was to get better because I've been seeing chaos and confusion all my life.
Okay.
My mama was a drug addict. My daddy was a drug addict. All my brothers was gangsters. All my uncles was, involved in some criminal element or another at one point of time. So I come from dysfunction all the way around. Right. But at the same time, like I say, I ain't blaming prison or none of that. Prison didn't teach me to love to answer your question.
Well, let me say this.
That's why I said you become more confident. You grow into yourself.
What I'm saying is,
it
created the time and the opportunity for me to do it. They confined my ass.
Right.
Because see, while I was out here little and young and burning buck wild, I wasn't going to get it. It had to take trauma.
Right.
It had to take a traumatic event in my life for me to stop for a minute.
Right.
See, sometimes it takes death. You losing an arm, a leg, a limb or something, brother. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes it got to, I remember this video of a guy, Crip Blue. He was on a hospital bed. It took him being on a hospital bed, shot up and riddled in bullets, couldn't move no more. Before he could say out of his mouth, I need to do something different. See, we was the lucky ones.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? See, I've been shot up and everything, brother. See, we was the lucky ones that had the opportunity to go there. You see what I'm saying? Now, I'm not giving that prison no credit. But we was lucky to get there. Because, see, I could have been dead in the streets. You see what I'm saying? You could have lost an arm and a leg, a limb, anything like I was just saying.
But I can't take away from that sale because I want to implement this.
Yeah.
What stick out the most to me, and I use this for an example all the time. My first time making it to Tucker Max in the hole. I went straight from Riceville to Tucker Max to the hole on assault on an officer. And while I was in that hole, I heard dudes just hollering and cussing everybody out. Whichever one of you bitch ass niggas in listening distance, fuck you, your mama, your kids, your set. And when you lay there, I say to myself, what would make a person just go so crazy where they just holler and cuss out anybody in the vicinity? So when I laid back with self, I realized this. That cell gonna do one or two things. You're gonna either face yourself in that cell or you're gonna run from yourself in that cell. And if you run from yourself, you're gonna chase yourself crazy. That's why he's doing all that hollering and cussing, because he's running from himself. But like you say, the one like us who lucky, we sit down and face ourselves. We done replayed our life from beginning to end, all our flaws, our goods, our bad, the low down shit we did. You done face all that. You get to know yourself. So that cell can become your friend. I wrote my first book. Started my first line in that cell.
Well, you got a book in here?
Where a book here?
Pass some books over here.
But you could have did the same thing in your bedroom at home.
Facts.
You see what I'm saying? He didn't have time.
You was just so buck wild and wanted to do what you wanted to do. It took prison.
He didn't have the time. It
Tell them where they can get it
took prison.
This is a book I started in 2004 at Tucker Max. Just writing a story out, a fantasy out my head, and as I kept on going and reading and passing guys along, they encouraged me to keep going. And when I got out in 2014, I got it published. It's my first book. I just got out in 2019 and I republished it. Now I got my own publishing company, Cool Flow Publications. You can check me out at Amazon.com, all that. And just to be honest with you, when I first started, it was with Brother Buck, with your brother. We was at Tucker Max together, and we used to dream about this, talk about this. So, you know, that's why I say that cell is powerful, because that dream started in that cell, and right now it's in fruition. I can hold it in my hand and say, look at this.
Right.
I got this
something to show for that time.
Go ahead.
Right.
Go ahead.
You know, one of the things that stood out for me, you know, after getting out, my most peaceful moment, and you might say I'm crazy, was when I was in prison. I was away. When I was in prison, I was physically there. Mentally, I was never in prison. When I tell you the truth, I tell you the truth. I was never there. When I ate, I went out to eat. When I'm sitting here eating, I was imagining myself eating with my people. When I get clean and go to the yard, I was imagining myself going to spend time with my family and my girl and doing what I'm telling you. And that's why, you know, this is me.
Powerful.
I didn't have, when I got out, and even now, I don't have the remnants of prison on me. If you get me in a room with 50 people, I can tell you probably 80% of the people in it have been to prison. Yeah. I didn't allow that to get on me, man.
That's right.
And because I was always away from prison. I would imagine and if you know anything about nature, you know, nature is God. So I was always putting myself in nature.
What he said.
And that's why I was so peaceful there, man. Out here, it's different.
Yes.
Because you got to feed yourself. You got to bathe, not bathe yourself, but you got to feed yourself. I'm thinking coming to America. But it's so many distractions out here. It's so many different programs out here. TV, family, friends, everybody pulling you from different. And there you decide, okay, if you're in a cell, this is where I am. This is my cell. This is my island. It was my paradise. And I took myself there mentally every day. So many people come to me all the time, man, I love the way you do your time, bro. I love the way you do your time. I didn't bother nobody. Nobody didn't bother me. I kept my energy neutral. And that's how I rolled in prison, man.
Yeah.
I didn't learn that until after my first 7 years. You know what I mean? Then the rest of my time was smooth sailing.
Once you got a peace with yourself.
Once I found
Everybody
myself,
gonna fall different on that
understand myself.
Oh, yeah.
Because time has affected all of us different. Yeah. This is what I have to say about this. You said about love. How do we learn about love, and how do we be able to still grasp that part of love after having that type of experience? Well, I'm gonna say this. Just like it's a two-edged sword. Just like hate can fester and build up in you when you dive off and allow yourself to wallow around and grow in hate. Yes. It can build up and you fool around to come out here and hurt yourself or hurt somebody else or hurt every goddamn thing. You know what I'm saying? That can do that. However, if you take time and like this brother just said, you do not have to go to the penitentiary to learn this shit.
Not at all.
You know what I'm saying? But if you take time to learn yourself, find yourself, and if you are a spiritual person, you can find God. I guarantee that love can build up in you, even if you have never experienced love. Once you find out what love really is and what it's really about, it will grow inside you, and all you are waiting for is just to give it. You know
I mean, if you develop that even in prison though, you sit there so long reading all this book, watching these movies, you seeing officers that fan to you.
Wife, you want a kid,
that you can't even touch.
Car, dog,
that you can't even touch.
Yeah, you want all that shit.
Scenario, the seeds are already there.
It's for real.
Everything is already. You don't have to go somewhere to learn it. If God already gave it to you, you already got it. The capacity to love is already there. Your mama gave it to you when she gave it to you when you came out the womb and she held you. You see what I'm saying? The capacity
is like
the
soil of a seed. You gotta have the right conditions.
You got to have the right
When
conditions.
he say something about love, I laid in that cell and said, I hate these niggas.
I swear to God, I say that shit every day. I hate
And
every
if you feed on that, if you feed on that every day,
But I had to realize it might have been God. My capacity to love my brother.
but it took time for you to realize that. See, if he sat on this cell and he fed on that energy every day, he'll come out of that cell and he'll raise hell in that prison.
Yeah.
And you got guys that do that. You know what I'm saying? Whatever you feed
That's right.
on in there, that's what
You
you
got
going whatever you gonna gravitate towards.
This man right here,
The most important question
Hey.
is, what did you tell yourself?
As far as the other individuals,
Well, you was hating everybody else. How did you view yourself?
well,
How you see yourself?
I was mad at myself
good.
for
Yeah,
putting
that's
myself in a
good.
position where I had to be there.
Absolutely.
For a moment, yeah.
Yeah.
I hated being there. I hated I put myself
But
there.
you know, I'm glad you said that, because everybody
'Cause
up
we were
here is
reflecting
talking
on it.
about the same thing that I always believed in. You hear me?
Yeah.
You hear me? I got it tatted on me like we all do when we believe in something.
Mm-hmm.
You hear me? It's within, baby.
It's right there.
What it say?
It's within.
Yeah. It's within.
It's within.
It's your DNA. It's your heart.
Listen to me now. You got to go within. Y'all talking the same thing that I got tatted right here that I learned a long time ago, baby.
Is that what's that? Is that
That's that gangster, man.
It's within.
That's that
It's
gangster.
within. You got to go in and tame that monster within you.
That's right.
And bring it out and show the world and guide they ass.
That's
We
right.
all
Like
monsters.
shit, the ones
We
who
all
guide
monsters.
you, they didn't have the strength. So you got to find the strength within.
Other direction.
You know what I'm
That's
saying? My guy got it right.
Yeah.
Nigga, go home, close the door. Place the goddamn Nintendo, read a book. You know what I'm
That's where
saying?
we
Get you a
at.
hit book or something.
And that's where we at. And that's where we at. And that's where we at.
Right.
You don't need no hit book out here. Hey, y'all, hey, you right? You ain't gotta go to the trunk, but you don't need no hit book out here. Hit book.
And that's
They
where
the
we
one
at.
that's gonna raise the men.
And that's where we at in addressing the ills of our youngsters today. That's where we at. We have to have institutions in place that create these opportunities for our youngsters. We have to have these institutions. We have to have these brothers that have walked the walk, that have been through those things, that govern these institutions, so you can get the genuineness into the institutions. So you have to create institutions for our youth, so they can come into these places and they can get this.
Right.
Because
What's
see,
so
they're not
crazy?
getting it at home.
When you
So
called me the other day and speaking on the same thing that you was talking about the institutions forming.
Yes, sir.
They can be formed, but it's gonna take hell with us getting in there as a group to do it. And
Oh,
we the
yeah.
what's
you
the
have
best
to
group to
wanna do
form?
it.
I mean, it's done. We can do it. I'm talking about, but at the same time, well, we're gonna go through hell trying to get another do it.
Yeah,
they
because
don't
the
want that
system
reform.
doesn't want that.
Yeah, they don't want that. They don't want that. They want that
No.
recidivism
This
rate
is
to
Can't
where-
bird.
stop what God has in store. We doing it now.
Exactly.
We can't stop what God has in store for us.
That's right.
See, this
Can't
is the thing that I
nobody
know.
stop it.
All public agendas support white supremacy. And this is one of the things I tell brothers, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. We ain't got to talk about this shit in front of on Facebook. Let's do this shit.
That's right.
Brother, what you doing? What you doing Tuesday? You just said what we doing Tuesday. We link up. We ain't got to tell the motherfucking world we linking up Tuesday.
Where
We
we
go to
linking up?
Tuesday. We build from there,
Taking
man.
this and
We
taking
don't need no politician. I fuck voting all that old bullshit. That's part of the system. If you think that ain't a part of the system,
That's
wake the
part of the
fuck up.
system.
What's gonna build our community back up is us.
Only us.
All of us right now.
Only us.
That's what's gonna build us up. And
Only
until
us.
we understand that, I mean, listen, I don't disrespect nobody's religion, but Jesus ain't coming to save you. The way that the lady told me she was from, where's she from? She from the island. She said, just think about Jesus. Jesus read just us. That's all we got, man. It's us, regardless of what you believe in. End of the day, just like the brother just showed, it's all here until we gravitate together to understand that all we got is us, man. You can talk this yin yang all day long, but if you ain't building with your brother the way that you need to build with him, we ain't going nowhere. And that's why we stuck where we at right now.
My question is first and foremost, I want to say thank you for giving me the opportunity to get my voice out here.
I thank you, brother, for even
You know what
coming
I'm
over here.
saying?
And there's more people out here, more brothers and
Straight up,
sisters out
I
here
really
that want to
thank
be a part of this. Man, hit us up,
Mr.
man.
Cook
You ain't
for
got to wait for me to hit
that,
you up.
I really appreciate these brothers for being my friends while I was experiencing that situation that I was in. We had never lost ourselves, and we had never lost sight of what we was trying to do with ourselves, even despite that we may have taken one wrong turn in order to get what we was trying to get in life. It did not define us, and all praise be to God. Allahu Akbar. Ramadan Mubarak to everyone that is a part of the Islam community and is practicing their fasting for the month of Ramadan. These are my brothers, and they got my full support, 100%.
Well, check this out, y'all. Right now, you got brothers and sisters, aunties and uncles right now, and we're gonna let you speak on before the next commercial. But right now, look into the eye, look into the eye right now, and tell the world right now, what could you do? Tell them what you're doing different from what you once did, and tell them right now, you know what I'm saying, what could you do to deter them from going down the path that you went down?
Well, I would say I would say if I had somebody, if I could have had someone that could have saved me at that point of time in my life before I did what I did, then.
But how could you have been saved right now? If you
That's
can
what
go
I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It would take. I say most likely it would just take somebody with some understanding. Cause most of these kids and teenagers, they really just need somebody to listen to.
Yes.
You know
Yes,
what I'm saying?
100%.
Because I had a lot of issues going on. I was mad at my daddy for some stuff.
Right.
And I was taking it out on other people. And, you know, I ain't
Right.
want to tell nobody that. But, you know,
Right.
so, you know, plus with the drugs and the alcohol. And, you know, dude just trying to find his way. And, you know, especially as a young man, ain't nobody really, you know, you really just got to learn it on your own way.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Especially
100%.
these youngsters these days, they feel like can't nobody tell them nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
They're not trying to
saying?
hear anything.
They feel like can't nobody tell them. I ain't got no OG.
My little brother
They know that.
choked in.
I ain't never knew a neighborhood that ain't had no OGs.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Straight up.
Somebody got to tell you. Somebody
Ain't
laid some
nobody
type of
running
groundwork
shit up
for you.
this morning.
That might just be your fault if you don't want to listen.
Shit over here.
You know what I'm
Let
saying?
me take over.
But yeah, you just have to listen to these young men and women. You know, some of them teenage mothers and, you know, teenage fathers and everything. You know, their household ain't always legit as, you know, probably what they think it should be, and they still, you know, making dudes trying to go to school and whatnot. You know, they just need a listening ear, man.
Yeah.
They need some listening ear. Like I tell my nieces and my nephews, I'm gonna tell you, and then, you know, I'm gonna show you the way by, you know, showing you how I'm living my life. You know,
Yes.
that's my showing and telling you right
Yes.
there now.
Yeah.
If you don't want to do nothing after that, I don't know what to tell you.
Right.
You want to find your own route.
Right.
There's a bunch of them.
Right.
You ain't got to take my way.
I think it all starts with faith. You got to have faith, man. You got to believe in the unseen. Like you got to really believe to walk in the dark. You got to walk out in the dark, take the initiative, and walk out in the dark. You know, each individual is going to do what they want to do. You know what I'm saying? No matter how great your parents were, no matter how great your teachers are, if you don't choose to do the right thing, you're not going to get the right result. That's just simple.
That's right.
If you don't choose to do the right thing, you're not going to get the right result.
Right.
So you got to know what the right thing is. Put that in the right context.
That's right.
Selling dope is not the right thing, so you're not going to get the right result.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying? Pimping is not the right thing, so you're not going to get the right result. You're
That's
going
right.
to get the result of the thing that you choose to do.
That's right.
And you have to have faith to walk out on it in the nothing,
That's right.
in the dark.
That's right.
Because everything starts there,
Take
Well,
initiative.
check this
in the
out.
dark.
I see y'all got these shirts on. Can you speak about that? You know what I'm saying? 'Cause,
Confidant Connections is a company that we developed to assist incarcerated people. And what we're doing is, assistance can't be limited to any one thing. When you get incarcerated, you need help.
Yes.
You need help. I don't care if it's to go secure your properties at your home because you done abruptly left your environment and you done left home and you ain't got nobody to go get your cars, your dog situated or whatever.
That's some
So
real shit.
or you
Pray
need
be
help
a
fighting
God, man.
litigation, be it litigation that is current or old, meaning you can be just went to jail or you've been in jail 10 years trying to get out of prison. So what we are in place to do is to assist those that are behind those walls that need help just trying to get out.
Yeah.
Or trying to secure whatever because you're fighting a case.
What about the people, you know, when you locked up, you know, when we was coming up in life, we all had dreams and goals and visions. I wanted to be a doctor, a lawyer, this and that. But you know, the older we get, especially we confined in the hood, our path literally, we led astray different from what our mind said. So, you know, when you locked up in prison and you sat down again, you allowed to dream again. That's why I tell people, I look at the
Well, you
camera and
said
say,
some shit.
it's never too late to dream again. It's never too late. You know what I'm saying?
said some
Second
shit
sense,
again,
do
man.
assist. But what about the
Salute
people that's
that
in there, they
publication.
got dreams, like, but it can't be manifested without you.
That's
Are
what
y'all
I'm
set
saying.
up? All
And
right.
that's what the
Time
whole
thing
that's
like
what
that
the
happen.
whole concept about Confidant Connections is. If you confide in someone, you are entrusting them to assist you with something, where it be a listening ear or walking me to someone to get an interview or
That's
whatever.
real. That's
you know what I'm saying? So we all need that helping hand, and that Confidant Connections is in place to be that helping hand in whatever manner we can to the incarcerated person. I want to focus on the people that's like me.
Right.
That's
Because we
right.
went through what we went through for a reason, brother.
That's a
You
whole
see what I'm saying?
nation.
And I want to give you this name, the Golden Child, because you love gold. You are the Golden Child, and there's a movie Eddie Murphy made. We were just making reference about Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
The Golden Child. And he was a
Golden
special child. And you're leading us into that. You're creating this union with what you're doing, brother.
He done that.
So I thank you and applaud you for what you got going on
For
there.
real.
You know
All
what I'm
your
saying?
accomplishments.
I appreciate you. I mean, because at the same time, y'all know we all come from the third world country together.
Yes, sir.
And to receive affirmation from brothers that we are equal to, especially we done both all did this, and you know what I'm saying? I mean, that mean a lot, man. I appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
I almost said
Y'all know the
something.
golden child was the girl, don't you?
That was a girl.
Yeah, it was a girl. I just want to throw that out there. It was a girl. Yeah, a lot of people don't know that.
But right
The
now,
Chinese look so much alike.
trying to tell them, I mean,
You know, for me, you know, this is. I've dealt with a lot of different organizations, a lot of different people who have been involved with prevention, incarceration, or whatever. One of the things for me that I try to gravitate towards is the root. What is the root cause of all of this? How can we rectify that? And I talk about the mind. The subconscious mind is where they reach us. That's where they get us at because they constantly bombard us with what they want us to do. And that's what leads your behavior. We talk about getting to the youngsters. What's shooting to the youngsters? Let's think about the rap music. Think about what they see. When I wake up in the morning and I drive past a youngster and he's listening to this shit, I'm just like, damn, that's the first thing you feeding yourself in the morning?
Right.
No wonder you going down the step. And if
It's
you
so
ain't got
many
brothers like
adults think at the
us
same
showing
thing.
a different way, you know, fuck a OG and all that shit. That shit is systematic shit that we don't need no more, man. It's about finding brothers who are doing something. Like I got businesses right now, and I don't promote all my businesses, but I do that for a reason. But it's young brothers that need to see that you can go to prison for 7 years, then get out and be a successful business owner. You can go to prison and get out. And I don't even fuck with college. Fuck college too. That's part of the system too, because we should be trying to strive to be business owners. I'm doing a documentary right now talking about all the gentrification and gas stations and shit. If you go through all these neighborhoods, you see Arabs, Chinese, Mexicans. You don't see us.
Yes, sir.
And that's what we need to get back to. All these guys right here need to be
sir.
business owners in the hood. So we recycling that money. And we and that's
sir.
how we got to build away from this system, man.
Create
and trust
another
me.
Black Wall Street.
I was just about to say that. But they destroyed Black Wall Street.
Yeah,
So you got
another
brothers
Black
that
Wall
I deal with,
Street.
conscious brothers that are moving to Africa. Not saying that everybody needs to go back to Africa, but it's going to be very hard. As a collective, we could do it, but you know how our people are. It'd be very hard for us to really build something here in the United States the way that the system is set up. So, the roots is what we need to go after.
Yes, sir.
How did we get to where we got to, and how can we rectify that as we continue to move forward? You know, even though we got some bright brothers up here, everybody might not connect with us, man. They might not connect with us, but there's some brother that you can connect with that's doing something great in his life, man. So that's what we need to start doing.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, Q. Speak of the camera, man. Tell them what
My thing is, I would like to, another misconception, let me revert back to that. Another misconception that they have about the penitentiary, like I told you, is that we all, we're not doing anything down there. I told you that part. But like he said, that he's not going to give the penitentiary no credentials of his personality, of his personal accomplishments. While I was down there, I was able to get my high school diploma, 2 years of college. I was the youth minister for the Nation of Islam for 3 years. I got a vocational trade in residential electricity. When I came home, I graduated. A lot of people I did not have the support. While you're doing good and while you are trying to do something for yourself, it's so many that while you was gone, they was having fun, but wasn't doing a goddamn thing.
I should support that though.
Shit, they ain't
You support yourself.
Right. But you look and because maybe you have found that love that others was talking about earlier, and you were looking to express that love and share that love, and even you may make the mistake of trying to have that love reciprocated to you. It won't be there. So let me stop all that shit right there. You know what I'm saying? You go ahead and handle your business, man. Since I've been home, I've graduated Pulaski Tech, CDL, tractor trailer operations. I'm going back for diesel mechanic engineering. I just look like this. Thank all y'all. Thank all y'all. I'm looking to really get off into my business ventures and buy 18-wheeler trucks where I will be, once I find out who's serious about living life and having something in life, I'll do my best to help you get your CDLs and probably put you in a truck and probably help you obtain your own LLC and MC numbers and things so y'all can be on your own personal productive people so y'all can go ahead and do your own thing. A lot of people do not want you to know what you can do on your own.
Man, do you really feel like you've been locked up?
Who?
Do you feel like you've been locked up?
Shit.
I mean, think about it.
I'm telling you, even with that thought, even with that question, I think about that all the
Do you feel
time.
like you've been locked
if it went for my brother being there, if it went for my brother being there, and I gotta send him money and things like that. Bro, prison died. When they told me I made the board, man, it's over. Bro, prison dead with me, man. But I'm still messed up psychologically, though.
Y'all remember your ADC number?
Never forget that. But check out y'all. This gonna conclude another wonderful segment of Prison Chronicles, and I think I'm gonna have to bring these guys back as a part 2 of this particular episode because I think it's a lot of stuff. It is a lot of stuff that we didn't cover, and these guys that's out here that spoke about.
They need to be on the
I gotta have. We don't have to bring the boom mic and
panel.
make the panel bigger, but I think we gotta do a follow up with this segment. But at the same time, y'all go to Dinero Cook under YouTube. Press the subscribe button first, but make sure you share the button. Push the share button because there's no us without you. Make sure you go into Prison Chronicles TV. We got a Prison Chronicles TV page on YouTube now. Also, if you have any friends, family friends, or little ones that want to be on the show, you didn't even have to go to prison to be a part of this, what we got going on. Because I think every family got somebody that has been in the penal system. And at the same time, hit us up at 501-551-8489. And remember, there's no us without you.